Hello everyone, welcome to Sunday Buys Part 4, where we buy crypto every single Sunday with a public portfolio, reviewing price points and what to buy. And today we're spending $300, trying to make up for the last episode where we only spent $100, trying to get an average of $200 to $300 every single week. The portfolio currently, as it stands, is at $487. We are actually in profit, all-time profit of $37 of 8% in total. The best performer being NXRA, 41% increase. That is amazing. And the worst being XDC at 6.92% decrease. Biggest hold HBAR, lowest hold XDC. Now, what's actually changed from the past 3 episodes is kind of sentiment in the market. Now, obviously, there's always perma bulls, but there's actually information to support bullish institutional FOMO. So we have here ME, Good Morning Bulls. The list gets bigger. Obviously, the first one being BlackRock when it comes to the Bitcoin ETF. And then we have Fidelity, Charles Schwab, and Citadel launching a new crypto exchange, and it's actually gone live. We have Vanguard. Obviously, we know that Fidelity owns Vanguard, owns BlackRock. 3 companies within the one. We have the Deutsche Bank, a $1.4 trillion asset manager, applying for license to operate crypto custody. We have WisdomTree, an $87 billion asset manager, filing for a Bitcoin spot ETF. We have Invesco, a $1.5 trillion asset manager, Bitcoin ETF also. And it is reflecting in the free and greed index as we are in the green parts of greed. So seeing this in the greed area, am I going to stop buying crypto? No, I am not. Where the sentiment is in the greed or the fear, I'm going to keep buying, stick to my dollar cost average method, because I do not believe we will see a bull run anytime soon. So I'm going to keep buying. I'm not going to move taking profit, especially with this amount in my portfolio. This would not be worth it in my eyes. So let's keep buying. First crypto of the day is going to be XDC. Now, if you're aware on the channel, when I make a video on a certain crypto, I usually get myself amped up, more bullish on that crypto when I actually review news on it. For example, we went in detail about why XDC is going to be a #1 contender for the next bull run in 2024/2025. Now, definitely go and check that out. But one thing I did not mention in that video, which is kind of new news, we have the COO Suno of XDC Network in an interview here. Now, on the background, we can see a presentation, XDC in trade finance. So they're working closely with the ICC, BAFT, ITFA, WTO, and many regulators. This we know and separates XDC apart. But an interesting thing to see here is integration with MLETR compliance solutions September release. And to remind ourselves, MLETR stands for Model Law on Electronic Transferable Records. It is developed as a framework to make sure that electronic records can be transferred from one person to another legally, recognized, and can be used in court. Yes, paper and electronic documents will have the same standing, the same weightage, making the trader's job easier. They don't have to wait for paper. They can receive it electronically and clear the cargo. This is going to be aimed at small, medium enterprise traders, and the product will be released in September, a huge catalyst for XDC. In terms of price, we've spoken about 2 cents, 3 cents being automatic buys in the market. It is the lowest, worst performer out of the portfolio. That signals to me to double down the investment at lower prices rather than buying one that's high, like NXRA. So let's buy half of the amount, $152 on XDC. It is now currently being bought. Now the portfolio is worth $640 worth. We are picking up pace. And now the biggest hold is XDC, worth $200, 6,100 XDC. Now, to see actually the rich list positions, we are now in the top 64% of accounts. The goal is to be in the top 20 or top 10% of XDC, but it will take a while. But we're getting there, 47,000 out of 73,000 accounts. Let's see how the journey goes. Second buy is going to be Quant Network QNT. Still riding off the past information in the last episode with Project Rosalind, that being confirmed. And as long as we're not at the 110s, the 20s. It's still a buy for me in my opinion, also with recent information being released. Here we have a tweet by Crypto Mind releasing their Overledger technology and a subscription plan here of trial, light, standard, and advanced. We can see in the light section, it is a build annually option of either $11,000 of fiat or 91 QNT. So it's confirmed QNT token actually has use. All the comments that the token is not needed is out of the window. And when it comes to this option here of fiat, the fiat will actually be converted to QNT by the treasury. And if the treasury is empty, the QNT will be bought on open market. Now, I don't know if this is 100% confirmed, but I remember Gilbert stating before that only institutions will have fiat as an option. When it comes to developers, they will have to pay QNT, which makes it even more bullish for the token itself. Now, the actual currency will be credits, which I can imagine will make it easier for users on the platform. With that being said, moving on to the buy, last amount, only 2 buys for today's video, $152 each into QNT. It is now being bought. So update on the portfolio, we are finally at $793, nearly at 1,000. As usual, be sure to let me know down below your choices, your buys for the week, the month, down below. Do you think I made the right choice? What would you add to this current portfolio? I was debating putting 100 in XDC, 100 QNT, 100 in HBAR, but I did 150 for each. There's so many bullish narratives going on for HBAR, Chat GPT plugin going live for the Ethereum network, TPS through the roof, new use cases launching pretty much every single week. I'm just waiting for lower entry points, these mid to 4 cent, low 4 cent positions. I think they're perfect buys for HBAR. Now, if you are wondering where I store the majority of this portfolio, it is on the Decent Hardware cold wallet. I've held this wallet before I even started making videos on this channel because I had the Ledger, but most of the cryptos I had did not support. Ledger did not support these cryptocurrencies, more towards the Qcoin gem kind of things. I needed a reliable, secure wallet, so I went to the Decent Hardware wallet as my second wallet, where I hold a large amount of cryptocurrency. So be sure to check out this kind of links down below. But if you made it this far in the video, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.